America's psychopathic President Donald Trump is running scared. He hasn't returned to Washington, D.C. as he breaks promise after promise to the American people. He has stayed in Florida. He's at Mar-a-Lago or at some of his other golf courses, again vacationing on the taxpayer dime. And while Trump and the GOP budget does not include anything about no tax on tips. It doesn't include anything about no tax on overtime. It doesn't include anything about no tax on Social Security. Donald Trump, though, is reaching out to his supporters via email and saying things like this. Don't worry, I subscribe to his emails so you don't have to. Dinner at Mar-a-Lago. You're invited. You're invited to Mar-a-Lago, so let me distract you from the fact that we've lied about everything in the Trump administration. He goes, Ben, have you ever wanted to visit Mar-a-Lago? I will cover the entire cost. That's how much I want to see you at the Winter White House. Just chip in any amount before midnight and enter to win an unforgettable night. Click go to Mar-a-Lago. I wouldn't let just anyone into my luxurious Mar-a-Lago residence, Ben. I want to make sure only a true Trump-loving patriot gets to experience this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. 1, I'll cover your flight. 2, I'll cover your hotel. 3, I'll cover your dinner. All I ask is that you chip in any amount to be automatically entered to win. Enter to win. And then Trump grifts off of you. You want to be invited to that luxurious Mar-a-Lago? Nothing says man of the people like enter your chance to win a luxurious resort where Donald Trump is hiding out while screwing over working class Americans. Then he sends this email as well. Ben, Democrats could be impeaching me tomorrow, so I need your response today. My first question for you, will you stand with Trump if I'm impeached again? Please, friend, please tell me. And your answer is a resounding yes, yes, yes. Complete the Trump census. And then when you click that, where does it go? It goes to, a place where you have to give Donald Trump or the Trump campaign money or the Trump joint fundraising committee money, despite the fact that he's currently in office. While all of this is going on, Donald Trump and Doge are just screwing over people. They're gaining access, edit level access to your tax records, your bank accounts, your banking information, your social security data, your social security information, your medical files, your medical information, information about your Medicaid. They fired all of these people who worked over the nuclear weapons accidentally in Amarillo, Texas, and then had to hire them back because they're like, oops, we fired all the people who work over the nukes. They're firing people at the FAA. They're firing people at the Department of Labor, firing people at the Department of Education. Cuts across all of the key government agencies. And now that American people, red state, blue states, Democrat, Republican, Independent, are freaking pissed, saying, what the hell is happening? Freedom of Information Act request. Y'all say you're being transparent. Show us the data. Show us the facts, not posts on your stupid social media platforms. Show us the data. So now what they're saying to try to avoid showing you the data, and Doge and Trump are submitting all these declarations right now about this. They're saying Elon Musk actually doesn't run Doge. You're probably like, huh? They're saying Elon Musk doesn't run Doge? Yup. Here's what they filed. The White House is saying Elon Musk is not the administrator of Doge and isn't even technically part of it. He's just a special advisor to the president. Why are they saying that? Because they want him to be exempt from the Freedom of Information Act requests. They don't want to be transparent. And when Elon Musk may have to testify before Congress, they're going to invoke the Presidential Records Act. They're going to invoke executive privilege, and they're going to try to hide Elon Musk so they can do all of these things to screw you over while hiding in Mar-a-Lago, hiding at the White House. I'm just letting you know what their games are while they take away your Medicaid and give $4.5 trillion in tax cuts to, you guessed it, the billionaires. So some of the media were asking questions of like Caroline Leavitt. Even Fox was asking Caroline Leavitt, Trump's press secretary. So what's Elon Musk's role? Watch Caroline Leavitt's response. Let's play it.
Andrew here, by the way, and thanks for coming back on with us. It seems there's being a lot made of what Elon Musk's role is actually at Doge. The president has introduced him as the head of Doge multiple times in interviews. Yet there's this affidavit that we've been able to get our hands on here that the press has as well. That it contradicts the White House claim that he's the head of Doge. This affidavit actually says he doesn't work for Doge at all. Reading directly from it, it says Musk is not an employee of the U.S. Doge Service or the U.S. Doge Service Temporary Organization. That's according to the director of the White House's Office of Administration. So what is his role at Doge?
Sure, I'm happy to clarify. Elon Musk is a special government employee here at the White House, serving at the direction of the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Elon Musk has been tasked with overseeing Doge on behalf of the President. And Doge employees, Doge folks have been onboarding at respective agencies across our federal bureaucracy as political appointees, just like any other political appointee gets on board with the new administration with the changing of hands, and those individuals are helping the secretaries at all of our agencies that have been nominated and confirmed by President Trump in the United States Senate to cut waste, fraud, and abuse at these respective agencies. So that's the way Doge has been set up, and that's the way it will continue to operate.
Really? Really? That bunch of word salad right there? They can't answer simple, basic questions. Why? Because they aren't being transparent. If they were being transparent, Elon Musk goes before Congress and answers questions about Doge. The MAGA Republicans in the House don't even want him to come before Congress. Every time the Democrats try to subpoena them, the MAGA Republicans don't even allow debate on the subpoena. Why? What are you hiding? So here on CNN, I think they they did a great job here when they had Stephen Miller on. Watch Stephen Miller get asked that question. Let's play it.
So who is in charge of Doge?
The President of the United States.
He's the administrator of Doge?
No, the Doge is what was formerly U.S. Digital Services. It's an agency of the federal government that reports into the executive office of the president, which reports to the President of the United States.
Okay.
The way that Article 2 works is a president wins an election, and then he appoints staff, including myself, including Mike Waltz, including Susie Wiles, including Elon Musk, and those staff report to him.
Okay, well aware. So Elon Musk a week ago answered a question about transparency at Doge. This is how he spoke about Doge.
Well, we actually are trying to be as transparent as possible. In fact, we post our actions to the Doge handle on X and to the Doge website. So all of our actions are maximally transparent.
So you hear him there. We post our actions. All of our actions are maximally transparent. Does Elon Musk know he's not in charge of Doge?
Again, the president runs the government, then the president appoints advisors, including Elon, including myself, including all the other staff here at the White House, and then those staff in turn execute the president's commands and directions to all the agencies of the federal government. This is how democracy works, something that we treasure in America. The whole American people go to the ballot box, they elect the president appoints staff, the staff that administer his orders and directives across the whole U.S. government.
Okay, Stephen, I get that, but this is important because we want to talk about who's making the decisions here. There were 300.
All right, back to Donald Trump vacationing at Mar-a-Lago and sending weird emails. He also is posting photos of himself that he's got the interview with Donald Trump and Elon Musk on state-run regime media called Fox. You've got Donald Trump posting more photos of himself from the Daytona 500, which cost the taxpayers millions of dollars, just as it did when Donald Trump went to the Super Bowl, costing the taxpayer millions of dollars. I haven't seen Donald Trump yet make any posts at all about the devastation in Kentucky, West Virginia, and Virginia, where at least 12 people died in Kentucky caused by the storms. No, Donald Trump was circling the Daytona 500 track Iraq while Americans were dying in Kentucky, and while Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky, has to beg to get aid to individuals from Donald Trump, which former President Biden would have given right away. Our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski's got the timeline. Trump Sunday, attend a car race. Trump Monday, golf. Trump Tuesday, golf. While all of this was happening earlier today, you had America's Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, went to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, to meet directly with Russia's foreign minister and a Russian delegation led by Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov. Oh, Russian propaganda loved this. You want to know how much Russian propaganda loved it? All they were posting about negotiations between Russia and U.S. delegations in Riyadh. First footage of the negotiation between Russia and the United States in Riyadh. Another post from RT shows delegates from both countries along with representatives from Saudi Arabia seated at the table. From another Russian account right here. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov in Riyadh ahead of the Russia-U.S. talks. Hashtag photo of the day with the Russian flag right next to the American flag. More posts over and over again. For Russia, this was their photo op that they wanted. To cut Ukraine out of these negotiations, to cut Europe out of these negotiations, to make Marco Rubio, the United States Secretary of State, fly to Saudi Arabia and look there with his hands out begging Russia. This was the Russian propaganda moment they wanted. And look how weak the United States delegation looks, led by Marco Rubio. So utterly pathetic. Here, Marco Rubio talks about historic economic partnerships that he's looking forward to with Vladimir Putin. Here, play this clip.
The diplomatic one is one we hope to move pretty quickly on because this involves the treatment of our respective missions. The second one will be difficult, which is the question of Ukraine and the end of that conflict. But I think that's essential in order for the third piece to even be possible, which is our ability to work together on other geopolitical matters of common interest, and of course, some pretty unique, potentially historic economic partnerships as well. The key that unlocks the door for those opportunities, however, is the end to this conflict.
In terms of are you kidding me? And while all of this is happening as well, we just learned that the the person who leads the criminal division at the Department of Justice, he resigned as it became clear that Washington, D.C.'s United States Attorney's Office was going to be led by that guy, Ed Martin, who is was someone who was kind of pro-January 6thers. And so we're seeing a mass exodus from federal prosecutors at the DOJ. So that's what's going on today. We'll keep you posted with more information. But Donald Trump vacationing while he destroys America from within and abroad. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.